Hello everybody, it's me, it's Koi, I'm back, yay! I've been gone for like, what feels like forever. For you guys, you actually missed like about a week of me. For me, I actually missed like, almost going on 4 weeks. Tomorrow will essentially start the 4th week. And that is like utterly horrible. And you guys gotta hear why that just is so horrible. But first, before I get there, I am looking to potentially expand that machine. And yes, I still don't have Optifine installed, and I don't have Glitchers Pack. I need Glitchers Pack, man. Yeah, so I'm looking to expand this out, going this way, and I'm just gonna dig all of this up. And in the process of digging, we are going to have a long chat about what's been going on for Koi and what has been going on all together. I will probably do some cuts and stuff. Whether or not I build the entire thing, I don't know. But I am thinking about changing this a little bit for the watermelon, only because the melon, quite frankly, populates like super quick. So I don't want to have to worry about that. The version I'm looking at is just to shrink this a little bit. So realistically, going to be something like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 8. So I'm going to go this way, probably like 8 more from this point right here. So let's go ahead and get digging. And I'm going to try to save as much as I can. Let's go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, geez, what the heck? Man, there's a cave in here. Oh, no, I got to clean this up. Well, H, like, right there. Okay, good. Well, we're going to fix this as soon as we can. Anyway, so what has happened to me? Right after I finished my last video, I ended up saying, okay, I got like 2 weeks to work with. That's so great. I have plenty of time to do whatever I need to do. And then toward the end of the week, I will be more than happy to get back on and start recording. And this is where you cue a bad cherry, okay? I'm seriously saying it was the cherry's fault, okay? Why? I don't know, but it's the cherry's fault, folks. Okay, so I ate a cherry that was like already half decomposed, and oh, this side doesn't have it. Okay, so the cave stops there. Nice. Okay, so what is it? From here, technically, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The torch there, 9, 10, 11, 12. We'll just go 12, just so we can have, well, no. Let's just have 2 spaces just so that I can kind of work around that. Anyway, so yeah. So I ate a bad cherry, okay? And I was at work when I ate this cherry. I couldn't get out of where I was to like spit out the nastiness of that bad cherry. And so what ended up happening to me was I got sick. Yes, I got some sort of sore throat, and it was like, I can't talk, right? And by Sunday, this happened like 3 weeks ago, okay? So by Sunday, I seriously couldn't talk. So all my ability to record, I had to take 2 days off work. I had to take both a Friday and a Monday off work. I had to suffer for an entire week at work, okay? Why? Because we had mandatory training. If we failed training, we would like fail a lot of other things. So I was like, shoot, what am I going to do? I just can't like miss work like that. So I was at work. I was sick with a sore throat. And by the weekend, I had no voice. You could sort of hear it a little bit because I've been coughing still. I've had a cough for the better part of 2 weeks. The cough had like barely gone away. It's been like infection control cough kind of thing, and it's just been kind of nasty, I got to say. So I would wake up, hack away. I would, just do stuff, hack away. No amount of tea, lemon with honey, or anything like that would help that cough. Oh my god, it was just bad. I even tried medicine and it didn't work for me either. So I was like, really? And so all that time I was like, I really want to record, and I can't because my voice is gone. Yeah, and at one point I sounded like Batman. I am Batman. Yeah, seriously, I was like, I am Batman. I am sick. I wish to go out with my crime. Okay, that was a bad impression, I'm sorry. It was working better earlier, okay? Let's see how far this edge goes, and I can kind of sort of, there we go. Okay, I'll repair from there. That'd be good. It's not too bad of a destruction right here. I could just put in a floor, you know what I mean? So yeah, so here I am today, finally, 2 weeks later. This almost feels like Glitcher.be with his missing computer. I don't know if you knew, but he had a computer that just died on him, so what can I say? So let me do a little bit of cleanup work here And that way you don't have to stare at me like bouncing up and down from this thing here. And it's not too bad. I'm just going to clean it up just a touch, okay? This edge needs to go too, and I need the staircase for now, so I'm going to have to keep it. And then I'm going to dig all the way up. Practically, I'm going to dig the whole thing, but I'm going to leave the dirt because that's just going to help me be a little bit... You know what, I could just throw in a ton of glass here, and that would solve a lot of that problem. But for now, I'm just going to keep the dirt, and then I will put in the glass on top. And then I'll go, I don't know. I'm going to, you know what, I'm just going to take out the dirt. Whatever. Be easier. It'll just be easier to do it now. At the risk of dying, you know what I mean? I'll be right back, folks. Okay, I cleared out the majority of this room. This should be reasonably enough space for what I'm looking for. What I'm going to do here, by the way, is I'm not going to do the rail that I did there because, sometimes those carts will get stuck. It hasn't happened here yet. I'm just afraid eventually the cart will get stuck. But for now, this will work for the pumpkin farm. Maybe I can change it later. I don't know. And plus, I can also build this going down and add another layer to it. But I'm just afraid that's just going to be kind of a little bit too low. So I can also build it up and build a second layer up on top of here also. So I'm essentially going, for the time being, I'm just going to build 2 pumpkin farms identically like this. The only difference is essentially where am I putting the blocks. That's what's going to be different here compared to there. And I'm just going to build it right next to it just so that way it's a little bit more workable. What I need first, obviously, is going to be some dirt. I don't think that's enough. Let's get some more. That's better. And I put a thing here for where the water should go. And it's essentially going out. It's going outwards 4 blocks out this way. So one way or another, it's going to go out 4 blocks. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then it's going to stop right about there. It's actually the dirt blocks are going to go right above this. It's going to be a little bit higher than where it's at right now, and so that's where the dirt blocks are going to go. And then the question now is how far over from the water block is it going to go? And if you notice here, I got the alternating thing. I'm going to repeat the alternating pattern. And I'm also going to repeat the piston pattern as much as possible. The difference is the center thing is going to essentially be gone. And that's essentially going to be all of this right here. So what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to do plus pattern for each one of these here. And what we're going to replace, I guess, the plus pattern with for the time being is, might as well use diorite or something like that. The diorite or cobblestone, one way or another. And that will represent the piece in the middle. So therefore, if we have a piece, say, here. That looks about right. No, never mind. A piece about here, we should, in theory, if that is our main stock, that's not our main stock. That's actually the outer stock. So therefore, oh, see, and this is the other thing. Instead of it going this way, it actually left room for a potential... Yeah, that is right. Okay, never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about here. Okay, so here is where the main stock's going to go. There's going to be a piece there and then a piece here. Though essentially what we're looking for is a pattern that looks like this, going all the way down. And the tricky part here is, will this be running up against that? There is a chance that it could happen. And for now, I got just regular piston. I will need to eventually convert this into sticky pistons. And the pistons on top, I believe, are also sticky pistons as well. And so I'll just need to put... Oh, wait. These are regular pistons on the bottom. Sticky pistons on top. Never mind. What am I talking about? Anyway, so stick a piece of dirt. Stop that mouse. Stick a piece of dirt right about here. And then we're going to stick a regular piston right about there. And then we're just going to do essentially the same thing, just kind of all over the place here. And if this works, this will not bump up against that. But I do have a feeling it may do so. Because if you notice, look... It goes back 1 foot, and so we may just have to move this all over just by a little hairpin, okay? So let's move it slightly over this way, just by 1 block. And that means all of this dirt will move, the piston will move. I guess I'll just... There we go. Problem solved there. Move our piston, move our dirt, move everything this way. Now, what else has been happening, by the way, besides the mandatory training at work that I had to get stuck in, which caused my signature to get worse? We also had mold. Yes, we had mold. We didn't have just like any kind of mold. We had like every mold you can think of in our kitchen and in our bathroom in the bedroom, okay? Yes, bathroom and bedroom. So, here's the dilemma with that, folks. You have mold. Mold is actually a very bad thing to have in your house. If you have somewhat nice mold, you end up with just allergies potentially. If you don't have nice mold, you end up with like the worst possible thing you could possibly have, which is like hospitalization stays, stuff like that. And that is just no fun to even have anything like that. This, before I keep on going on here, this centerpiece is going to essentially be flowers here. And then on the other side of the centerpiece will be another set of diorite right here. And then on the other set of diorite will be, of course, 2 more sets. One here and one there and one there. And so that way, it's actually much smaller than that over there. It does have a smaller footprint. And ironically, it does punch about the same amount. But I just did it that way, whatever. It worked, okay? It works. So let me go ahead and get this pattern going as I keep talking. I'm going to try to do my best to keep the pattern going as best as possible. This eventually will just kind of float on down this way. If this is where the water is located, that means I can also go 1, 2, 3, 4. It will stop right about there. That's pretty convenient. So now I need to way up. I need to get up onto the platform so I can continue building. Yeah, so pretty much every other will end up having a piece of diorite. Ah, there it goes. And then a dirt, and then diorite, and so on. Dirt, diorite, all the way to the very end here. And then this will just be repeating on this side as well. So mold, what ended up happening to my kitchen? My kitchen literally got cordoned off. I had no access to my kitchen. That was just a nightmare in itself. For an entire week. I didn't know they did this. They never told me they did this. I guess I didn't read the fine print or something. But they seal off your kitchen. I was like, okay, sure, they're gonna seal off the kitchen, whatever. But they didn't. They just did not tell me they were planning on spraying a boatload of like chemicals and stuff in the kitchen, and that was just a nightmare. Oh my god, the first day that stuff just was everywhere. I'm not kidding. So we didn't sleep in the bedroom. Now here's why, because the bathroom upstairs happened to be next to the bedroom. And with the bathroom upstairs next to the bedroom, guess what ended up happening? The bedroom stunk like crazy, and it was just horrendous, okay? It was the worst smelling thing I have ever smelled in a very long time, okay? And what's going down here, by the way, is going to be hoppers. I'm just to tell you that now. I do have to find a way to get the hoppers in somehow. I will figure that out in just a minute or 3. So give me a view on that one. I just want to make sure my setup is okay before I start sticking hoppers down and trying to run it. So what we're going to do is the hoppers are actually going to follow this pattern in a lot of ways. So essentially this is where the seed is. We just need to have essentially one hopper going inwards here, facing this way. And what I'll have to do is I'll have to dig down another layer just to kind of work this out. So let me go ahead and just temporarily take out the bottom row here and show you what I'm talking about with the hoppers, just so that way you can kind of understand what's going on with the hoppers. Oh geez, okay. I didn't want you there, but sure. I think I can get away with one more. There we go, much better. So yeah, this will be easier for me to see what I'm doing when I'm just digging around down here. And it's actually a fairly simple setup, and okay, good. Yeah, this will do it. Okay, much better. I'm not going to dig it all out. I just want some of it just so I can see what I'm doing. There's going to be a line of hoppers going down the center right here. And this will have to temporarily go there. But, oh shoot, you couldn't have faced the wrong way. I forgot about that. This is going to have to temporarily go right there. And essentially going to be a line of hoppers going straight down the line. And yes, there can be water there. And so this part I have to actually change out and put essentially a little block right here. That will solve that piece right there. And what's going to happen here is wherever you see connections. So in other words, there's going to be a block here. Yes, that's right. Okay. This will actually go right over that and right into there. And same thing, right? Oh, you went down, hopper Y. This will go right over, and this will end up right there. And then this will just have to stick out by 1. So it's essentially one out type of setup right here. And I can't get that hopper. I wish to have you, hopper. And then this actually will have to go this way. whereas the rest can just kind of sort of continue going down. And wherever the water is, that is where there will not be a hopper. There's actually going to be a slab right in here. And then over on this side is actually going to be... It's just essentially going to get rerouted around the water. Just so that way it does its thing this way. And I don't know if I could get a hopper in now right there, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. If anything, I could just turn it and have it face... Actually, you can go this way. I didn't think about that. It could totally go this way. There it goes. Much better. Okay, I went off and made me some more observers because I actually ran out of the observer blocks. I'm going to need to make even more actually after I'm done with this series right here. But just because I'm going to make another section right back there. Like I said, I'm not expecting to finish this all today, but I'm going to do my best. I don't even know if this episode's even going to go up tomorrow. It all depends on how much time I have after this to edit. It's currently 10 o'clock. Kid finally went to bed early for one. Been going to bed like at 10 something every single night for the past week and a half or something like that, just because of the stupid mold thing that we had to deal with, and that was just, again, a nightmare. So yeah, they blocked off our bedroom and our kitchen, and seriously, they pulled out a 3x3 square in the bedroom, and then they pulled out a what appears to be a 5x3 area in the kitchen, plus the entire cabinet, like an actual cabinet. So what we ended up in the kitchen was literally a floating doorway. That was actually kind of interesting, and that was so much fun. So yeah, and the reason I've also not been recording is I had to get everything fixed by the time a party got to us next weekend. Yes, I only have, at this point, I only have 4 more days to get everything cleaned up and done, or else I'm doomed, okay? When I say that, it's because, you know, wife will be like, you didn't get this done, you should have forgotten this done, why didn't you get this done, destroy, right? You know, something like that, right? If you're married, you will totally understand this premise, okay? Yeah, so anyhow, I had to deal with all of that, and I just got done with the kitchen today. What I had to do is I had to replace the drywall. I had to put mold-resistant drywall, okay? Not only did I have to put mold-resistant drywall, but I also had to put essentially, how would you say, a putty. I had to put the putty on it, then I had to go paint it with mold-resistant paint. It goes this way, I believe, right? Yeah, it should go this way. Yeah, because then it's gonna stick out with the other one on the outside. Okay, good. Yeah, so I had to put mold-resistant paint, so that way it wouldn't get all moldy again. Then after I did all that, got that all patched up and working again, I ended up having to replace the entire bottom piece of the cabinet. Had to cut that out, and I didn't want to pay anybody else, okay? Because I spent like a crazy amount of money just for the mold test. And then just to get the mold taken out. And the remediators, they're essentially called mold remediators. And those folks don't replace what they take out. All they do is just take stuff out, and good luck on getting it replaced again, okay? So the remediators, I guess you could say, they charged me about $300 for just the mold test itself, just to confirm that yes, I have mold, which I already knew I had mold, but you have to do that in order to get their services, okay? What's kind of convenient is they will deduct the $300 out of the total cost. Now, each room that they do is $1,000. I'm not kidding. Each room that they do is $1,000. So I literally paid $2,000 something out of my pocket. I've yet to pay for it because it's sitting on my credit card, and I'm like, oh my gosh, how am I even going to pay for this? Because I got to also pay regular bills, you know, food for the kids, food for me, I guess food for the wife too, right? Food for the entire family, and you know, gas for the car and all that stuff. So I gotta make a bill this month. Ah, my goodness, the bills. Oh good, it's perfect. It lined up perfectly. This is excellent. Okay, this should work ideally in the way it needs to work. I just have to plant stuff. I just need to find some water. I don't know where I can get some convenient bucket of water around here. I know I have a bucket. Where did I put that bucket? I don't remember if I left it in the ender chest. It's been like 3 weeks since I've seen that bucket. It is in the ender chest. For now, I'll just take a single bucket. I mean, I could walk back and forth. If it's not too far, I will just do that. Okay. Yeah, so this should at least complete the first portion. And then what I'm going to do outside here is I'm going to start expanding this out and doing the same thing. And then right down here, right where that is, it's just going to be another line of hoppers. There we go. I'm looking for the word. I'm looking for the word, folks. Yeah, so another line of hoppers that would just kind of connect the first one, and I might even be lucky this might actually get done by the end of the episode. There is a lake! Lucky me! Let me get to that lake, and yes, I know where I am. So let me grab the lake and be right back, folks. And there we go. Technically, the first one is done. I'm missing one seed. I don't have any more melon seeds. I gotta wait for these to actually grow. And that's not true. I could actually just walk in, grab some free melon, because I actually have some melons hanging out in a chest down here, just because I forgot I left one there. So yeah, it's not in this chest. No, it's actually in the other chest right over here. This is where I left a bunch of melons. So yeah, I have free melon seeds, just 8 of them. Yeah, that looks like it's all the melons I got. So I'm gonna take a couple of these, and we'll use those to convert those into just regular melons if I can. And then from there we'll be able to plant the rest of the melons that we need. I do need to make a few more observer blocks. I don't know if I need to make a few more pistons, but I am going to make the second set. I can't believe I actually finished the first set. And what I'll have to do with this line right here, this piece, it's just going to have to go down into a series of chests. And what I'm going to do the identical thing, just do 3 chests. I mean, there's no point to have any more than 3 chests because this one's not even full yet. It's still working on the first row. And what I'm thinking about doing with the other half over here is converting the other half and just, yeah, I'm just going to have it go that way a little ways. I was thinking about converting this and making this just a little smaller and then have like a little more space in between, or actually better yet, since it's already set up there, I could just shrink it, quite frankly, and then just have some more space on this side for just other things. And that would be one way of dealing with that, and as a way, instead of using the rail, or I could just leave it alone and just call it a day, right? And I could always make it bigger, but there's no point to make it bigger, really, because people are just going to kind of come and go. They're going to get their own thing. They'll probably use the melon, quite frankly, but they'll also probably use some other random things. I'm planning on eventually expanding out, whenever I get a chance, just expanding as I go, as I see fit, and try to expand this farm out as much as I can. And let's see how much, oh wait, axe. Axe is the one. And then with this, I can convert that into melons. I would like to keep you flour, but whatever. I need the seed right now. Or I could just take it all. There we go, that would do. I'll take it all, make it all seeds, save this for later. And I don't know if I'll burn out of seeds, but we'll see what happens. This will actually be, which one? This one, right? There it goes. And then this will eventually grow as I work on the other one. There's no point to bone meal it because I could just wait patiently. And then I eventually have to put some glass and seal this off, kind of like how I did this side. I just pretty much sealed the entire section and then also sealed off the section in the middle as well. So that way there wouldn't be any problems here. And then of course this line here will just continue the second half. And that's what I'm going to build currently right over here. This will actually be the same second half, and what I do there, I'm not sure. But if you notice, I'm even up off the ground over here, which is super cool. And I'm just going to put like a layer of blocks right over here just to cover this all up. In fact, I'll just probably put it right underneath or something. We'll see what happens. So let me cut out for a little bit and I will be coming right back at you. Look what I did. I forgot an observer. I don't know how I did that. I forgot an observer. You know what? I may actually have enough observers now that I think about it for the next section, because I think I need 36 of them. We'll see what happens, folks. We'll see what happens. Let me go ahead and get this thing ready. Okay, folks. The gist of the machine is functional and it is working. I've got it all covered up. So that way it will do a thing down there, and it is actually doing melons, and that's what's coming out down there. And the melons, for the time being, unfortunately, is just going to clog this part of the machine eventually. It's already got 14. I just eventually need to work on where it will go later, and what I'm going to have to do is have it go down and around a little ways, and then eventually come back over this way, because I want to do the same stack chest thing like I did here. And actually, I won't have to do that. I could just do it probably pretty well, just go straight down and just have it load up that way. We'll see how that plays out. I think it should do it. I should be able to get it from the down up type of thing. So I'll do that later. I'm not going to worry about that tonight, but I'm happy I finally got an episode recorded. I got a lot of fun stuff I would like to do with you guys, but I'm going to see if I can find some more time to record this week to at least try to get Saturday's episode up like it's supposed to be up. And if I can get Saturday's episode up on time, that would be totally awesome. And what I'm gonna have to do here is I'm gonna just have the glasses up, of course, and then just seal it off. And then what I'm gonna do also is, oh geez, and right here I think what I'll do is just cover up a bit of this and kind of just bring it in just maybe by 2 blocks, because it doesn't need to be any more wider than 2 blocks here. That would be perfectly fine. And I guess I could just do, I don't know, maybe I could bring it in a little bit more, but I'll do that like either off camera on a different episode. We'll see what happens. Maybe I'll do it in a different episode. We'll see where I go with that and how I feel about just doing more of this here, or just going off and doing the other fun episode. I'm just rambling. Let's start over now. Okay, guys, everyone, the episode is done. The machine works now. It is pumping out melons. There's about 14 melons down in that chest down there, or not really the chest, but that hopper that's down there. And what I will need to do is I will need to glass this ceiling up, and of course do the side walls, just so it matches. You know, why would I want to leave it like looking icky looking where I can make it all smooth sandstone like that? So I'm just going to have to do a little bit of that off camera, because all I have is 12 pieces of glass. So I need to find myself a desert, dig up a boatload of sand, and cover this place up as best I can with as much glass as possible. And as for this area here, I may just go out just like one more, and then I'll just put the wall up on that side, and that'll be fine there, and just kind of just seal off the area, I guess you could say. And I was thinking about doing a double-decker version of both of these, but if I do that, there it goes, that's it, I'm out of glass. If I do that, actually, it wouldn't be too bad. This layer right here would be the hopper layer, followed by the dirt layer right above it, followed by the piston layer, and then a few of it would be sticking out. So it would be a little bit, you know, it would stick out just a little bit. So let me go ahead and pack up my stuff. I have way too much stuff in my inventory, so I'm going to have to pack up my stuff. If you like how this episode turned out, if you like my interesting mold story, yes, it's true, mold has come to visit me. If you like those kind of things, let me know. I would love to hear your comments and your thoughts. I am going to see what I can do to get this uploaded tonight, if possible. If I can get this uploaded tonight, excellent. If I can't, oh well, I'm just gonna have to wait a little bit till tomorrow. And if I have to do it tomorrow, I'm hoping that the kid will sleep. That would be awesome. And just because I had to stop because the puppy stepped in tree sap again and got stuck to her foot, and I'm like, oh gosh, here we go again. So I helped cleaned it out last time she bit me. That was what, the other day. So I spent like $85 on a pet visit that went nowhere because it was just tree sap. Yes, I thought the puppy broke something or whatnot because he was just standing there yeeping away, but it turned out it was just tree sap. That's all there is to it. Anyhow, like, subscribe, leave me a comment, and let me know what you guys think. See you guys next time. Bye-bye. I've got a question for you guys. Have any of you guys played Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild? If not, I suggest you go pick up that game and play a little bit because it's quite fun. Yes, the 3 weeks that I've been just like not well, that's what I've been playing. I won't lie to you, I was not on Minecraft, I was playing Zelda for a little bit of time. Zelda, mold, kids, dog, everything got in my way. Yes, but I am back on Minecraft, so I'm going to try to do my best to get my episodes back on track. Like I said earlier, we got some fun stuff coming up. Stay tuned. Bye.